As people were winding up their work days on Monday evening, a high-intensity blast rocked New Delhi. At 6:52 p.m. on November 10, a car presumably filled with explosives exploded right in front of the busy Red Fort metro station, killing at least 13 people and injuring nearly 30. Ever since the explosion took place, a high alert has been issued in the national capital region. The Home Minister Amit Shah visited the site of the blast. He later said that multiple investigation agencies like the Delhi Police Special Cell, NIA, NSG, FSL have been put on task to probe all the possible angles behind the blast. He also said that he has briefed the Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the blast. On the morning of November 11th, 2025, a day after the blast, Prime Minister announced on X that the agencies will get to the root of the blast and all those responsible for the deaths of citizens will not be spared at any cost. Hello, I am Ajoy Ashirwad from The Wire. Today we will unpack the available information about the blast, what we know and what we don't. Every time a blast takes place, a majority of television channels rush to disclose information that they claim as their own exclusives. Yesterday too, even when the police or the top level government officials were exercising caution to disclose even preliminary information about the blast, even when the Home Minister showed restraint and spoke about how agencies were probing all possible angles, television channels aired multiple sets of so-called details and attributed it to unnamed sources. As a result, what we saw was more of a mess than authentic reportage, with many reporters even jumping the gun to link it with various terror modules even before the police confirmed it. Some even went ahead to claim that the blast was part of a larger terror module, even when the agencies were not even sharing preliminary details about the blast. The name of a previous owner of the car was also exposed by a range of television channels who later claimed that he had sold off that vehicle many months ago. However, that information went on to color the blast with a particular faith and project the blast along communal lines. A number of channels showed Delhi's Chief Minister Rekha Gupta visiting the injured in LNJP Hospital of New Delhi. Amit Shah was also shown doing the same, but barely any television channel tried to speak and meet with the survivors in their coverage that felt like political propaganda instead of some kind of real empathy with those dead or injured. At The Wire today, we'll try to unpack the available information, all of which we have also managed to verify and confirmed in accordance with the established journalistic protocols. Our first question is therefore, what happened in the blast? The explosion took place on the evening of November 10 in the busy Red Fort area. New Delhi Police Commissioner Satish Kolcha told reporters that the explosion took place at about 6:52 p.m. in a quote, I begin my quote, slow moving car that had approached a red light and stopped there. According to the PTI, the Delhi Fire Service said that the fire was brought under control by 7:29 p.m. Visuals showed plumes of smoke billowing from cars that caught fire following the explosion as panic gripped the area. The blast was reportedly so powerful that it shattered the windows of at least 15 vehicles parked several meters away. The sound was heard at the nearby areas, including at ITO, where many newspaper agencies are also present, that's also a few kilometers away. Shah also said that the orders were given to inspect CCTV camera footage from the area surrounding the blast. Earlier on Monday, the Hindustan Times reported that the Delhi police had received full access to footage recorded by cameras that have been set up by the Delhi government's Public Works Department since 2018. So our second question is, was it a suicide or what we say or know as a Fidayeen attack? The Delhi police hasn't confirmed the blast as a Fidayeen attack officially, but various newspapers are quoting unnamed police sources who have different theories about the blast. Newspapers like Times of India and Hindustan Times have reported that sources in the Delhi police told them that the initial investigation indicated that it may have been a Fidayeen attack and there is a possibility of the Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed's involvement in the blast. Delhi police officials also told Times of India that the suicide attack attack may have been carried out without a proper plan after the Faridabad module was busted by the agencies. However, the motive of the attack has not been ascertained as yet. The Delhi police said that it was still probing the motive. I must also add that various unnamed police sources are saying different things to reporters. A top police official, who is again not named, told the Tribune that there seems to be more than one person in the car that exploded, in which case they may have to rule out the possibility of a Fidayeen attack. Another police official told the Tribune that the car may have been a courier of sorts for explosives which accidentally exploded. But what can be certainly said as of now is that no traces of RDX was found at the site, and that deepens the mystery. What the explosive material was, we don't know as of now. It could be some form of explosive chemical, gelatin sticks, some form of IED, again, and some other form of explosion, but we don't know, and the Delhi police hasn't confirmed it as yet. And what is the Faridabad module everyone is talking about and associating the Delhi blast with? From November 11th morning onwards, most police officials are linking the blast to something called Faridabad module that was allegedly busted last week in a joint operation by J&K police, Jammu and Kashmir police and Haryana police. The Wire has also reported that the J&K police said that it busted the terror module during investigations into an unspecified number of posters purportedly issued by the Jaish-e-Mohammed, which were found pasted in parts of summer capital Srinagar's Naugam locality on October 19th. Over the last 3 weeks, more than 1,200 persons described by police as overground workers and sympathizers of militants were questioned in parts of Kashmir, and some of them were detained in connection with the case. The police said it got its first breakthrough in the case after its investigators recovered an AK-47 rifle from the official locker of one Dr. Adil Ahmed Rathar at the Government Medical College in Anantnag district. On Monday, hours before the Delhi blast, Faridabad Police Commissioner Satyendra Kumar Gupta said that Dr. Muzammil Ahmed Ghane, the second doctor allegedly involved in the module who worked at a university in Faridabad, was arrested in a joint operation with J&K police. Another doctor, Dr. Shaheen Shahid, was also arrested from Lucknow in connection with the Faridabad module. The police claimed that she was associated with Jaish-e-Mohammed's women's wing and an assault rifle was recovered from her car. The police have not yet specified the details about the roles of the doctors in the terror module as yet. None of the three doctors have any previous criminal background, according to the information available so far. J&K police, however, said in a statement that the module was linked to the proscribed Jaish-e-Mohammed and Ansar Ghazwatul Hind militant outfits. The statement also said that it is investigating the role of a few more individuals and added that 2 AK-47 rifles, 2 pistols, ammunition and nearly 2,900 kg of IED making material was recovered, along with incriminating documents and electronic devices. Our last question is therefore, what has been done until now? An FIR has been lodged by the Delhi police with charges under Unlawful Activities Prevention Act and Anti-Terror Act and Explosives Act. The main suspect of the blast has been named as someone called Umar Nabi, who is also a doctor. This has not been made official again, but again, unnamed Delhi police officials quoted in reports claimed today that Dr. Umar Nabi, a resident of South Kashmir's Pulwama district, was driving the Hyundai i20 car which exploded in the Red Fort area. Another report claimed that Dr. Umar Mohammed worked at a university in Faridabad, and yet again another report said that he was a medical student at a college in Faridabad. Although these claims have not been confirmed by the police, the Faridabad connection supports the J&K police's earlier claim about a terror module operating in Haryana's Faridabad. The police claimed that funds were being raised through different professional and academic networks under the alleged guise of social charitable causes to radicalize, initiate and recruit young persons to terrorist ranks. The police statement, however, didn't specify details of those academic networks which were involved in alleged terrorism activities. Meanwhile, the car that exploded has been found to have a Haryana registration and is believed to have changed multiple owners before it was purchased by the main suspect, Dr. Umar Nabi, according to the police. Police in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir on Tuesday, that is today, detained the father of the man suspected to be driving the car that exploded near the Red Fort for questioning. Ghulam Nabi Bhatt was picked up by the police from his residence at Koil in Pulwama, and his wife was also taken for a DNA test. Meanwhile, the police have detained several doctors too who are being questioned in the Faridabad module case. The police has said that 3 other persons who were linked to the sale and purchase of the car involved in the blast have been detained for questioning. However, no formal arrests have been made so far. The Hindu reported that the case has been handed over to the NIA. Now the question is, how have the opposition responded to the blast so far? The Congress on Tuesday urged the government to provide clarity on the blast near the Red Fort, saying there is fear and concern among the people that such a thing happened in the country's capital. Congress's media and publicity department head Pawan Khera said 18 hours have passed and still there is no clarity whether this was an attack. There is no clarity from the government, Home Ministry, Delhi Police. There is fear and concern among people that such a thing happened in the country's capital. So it is important to have answers and there should be clarity on it. Khera pointed out that he doesn't think that it is appropriate for the government to give out source-based information on such a serious matter. And he said there should be a press conference by the Home Minister, Home Secretary or the Delhi Police Commissioner and share information that is needed. Khera again said that I understand all information cannot be shared due to security reasons, but different theories should not be floated. But TMC MP Mahua Moitra, however, adopted a very sharp approach against the Union Minister Amit Shah over the Delhi blast. In a post on X, Moitra wrote, and I quote, India needs a capable Home Minister, not a full-time hate campaign minister. Isn't it Amit Shah's duty to protect both our borders as well as our cities? Why is he failing so spectacularly on all counts? And finally, as more and more unverified information is being aired or circulated by different media agencies in a rush to be ahead in the race, in the media race, the mystery around the blast has only deepened over the last night. There seems to be more unanswered questions than any real credible information on which we can rely. Thank you.